Using bottom bouncers is a versatile option for catching walleye all over the lake. In this video, John Thielen is going to show us how to get our bait down to where those fish are to get you bit. Let's check it out.
That bottom bouncer right there, today I'm using a 1 ounce. I'm fishing about 15 to 18 feet of water. But if I was fishing deeper, I'd probably go to 1.5 ounces. I don't necessarily make that decision though, based on the depth of water I'm fishing, as much as I want to be at a 45-degree angle with my bottom bouncer rig. So when I'm setting up and I'm going to put that spinner back there, I want to know that my line's going to be at about a 45-degree angle. So I know that if I'm going to fish that deeper water, I'm probably going to have to go to that 1.5 ounces. But if I'm 20 feet or less and I know I'm going to be going about 1 mile an hour, which is pretty standard spinner speed, I'm going to start with a 1 ounce bottom bouncer. Now here's the trick. When I go down, I flip that bail just like I just did, and I find bottom. You can see how it went slack there. Then I just lift it up. Now you got to remember, I just dropped it and it went pretty straight down because it's got a lot of weight. That 1 ounce just, it just drove toward the bottom like a rocket. So once I flip that bail once, then I'll do this. I'll just kind of try to lay everything back and make sure it goes slack. If it doesn't go slack, all I'm going to do is flip that bail again, just give out a little line, and you see there, now I've got slack line. Then I'm just going to lift it up about 1 foot. Now, if I'm going to put it in the rod holder, I'm going to put a crank or two on it, just because I know that that rod tip's going to go a little bit lower, closer to the water once I set it in there. But the whole key is this. I'm not trying to bounce that bottom bouncer along the bottom. That's really a term that people think means you should drag it, but you're not trying to drag it. You want to stay up just above bottom. If this was the bottom, I want to be right here with the bottom of that needle. The idea is if I come across a rock, that needle on that bottom bouncer is going to bounce and go right over the top of it, and I'm not going to get snagged up. The whole key is fish just above the bottom, and you know you're going to be in the right spot. Now here's the other thing I do, and I do it consistently all day long. If you watch Fish Ed, you know I do this. I'm constantly grabbing that rod if I don't get a bite, and I'm doing a double check to make sure, because here's what happens. It could be as simple as you could come up 1 foot and all of a sudden you're dragging that bouncer, and maybe it's a muddy bottom, whatever it may be, maybe you pick up weeds, it'll screw you up and all of a sudden you won't get bit. So what I'll do is I'll pretty consistently check that thing, and if I'm hand holding, I'm always checking it. If you do that, if you put that bouncer in the right spot, you know the spinner's going to be in the right spot, and as long as there's fish there, you're going to be able to get them caught. It's a pretty simple tactic. Get out, do some bottom bouncing and spinning. I'll tell you what, I don't think there's any easier way to catch walleyes in the heat of summer.
Now you can run these over weeds, you can run them on mud flats, on sand flats, and also on rocks. And again, he talked about making sure that that point doesn't drag in the dirt all the time, drag in the mud all the time, but it's up above and then it bounces off rocks, it bounces off weeds. You don't want it pulling through the weeds, you want it above the weeds. Now this is a versatile option for all over the lake for different tactics that you want to use, whether you're using a minnow, a worm, or a leech. It's going to work great for you. Now comment below your favorite way of using a bottom bouncer. Personally mine, I like going early season with leeches kind of over those flats as the fish are coming off spawn. To celebrate Reed's 50th anniversary in the Arnold family, we partnered with top brands in the industry that have helped us make outstanding outdoor memories and great family connections over the years. We know it's all because of you, our customers, that have allowed us to be in business for so long. So to say thank you, we've got the Reed's 50th anniversary calendar giveaway. Every week we're gonna have factory deals. Every month we're gonna be giving away awesome prizes, and we have the grand prize to be given away May of 2022. It's gonna be a Polaris Ranger with tracks and a trailer. So check the link in the description for more information. Be sure to like this video, subscribe, and share with your friends to get even more entries.